también y tú, mi mami también. Okay, anyway, that is a movie. Y tu mami también. It is such a surprise. It is a surprising movie. It's like a movie. It's like a real life movie. I like that movie. Y tu mama también. Okay, so I have been working on this like since I've been doing those little pages or whatever. I wanted to do something else that helped me because when I wanted to lose weight, it was just like a lot of stuff that I had to do, and it's a lot of stuff that I had to know. I should have put on here what kind of diet, but anyway, diets don't matter. So don't think of it as a diet. Think of it as a lifestyle change. And I think Oprah helped me with this with that green. It was like Tom Green or something. What was his name? Green. Something green. It was like green and like the habits of living. And that's like Ikigai too, because you would do like, you would stop eating sugar, bread, all this different stuff. And then you would just like, and it was like a slow process, like for you to get close to it. But some parts of that is like Ikigai, because you would do like some smooth exercise, like some light exercises or whatever with that as well. So the thing is that I don't deprive myself of those things. Like now I don't, because now I'm like eat, pray, love stage. Like this is like totally eat, pray, love. So the thing is that I do have a self-care plan. And if you don't have a self-care plan, then you can like pick one out for yourself. So I use this as a guide. I'm not going to put this one on there really because I just looked at the physical and all this stuff. I might, because it's like, okay, I could put it on there because I got the website up there. But it's like 6 ways to self-care. So what I did was I created something for you guys to be able to just help yourselves with the self-care. So physical self-care, I thought about gym and a meal plan, a mani-pedi, how you going to get your hair done, all your doctor's appointments and your hair care and your health screening. So on this first page, it's just like some of the physical things like your age or your gender or your sex, your health screenings, the date and time you make your appointments, the height, your weight, your blood pressure, your goal weight, your neck measurement, your arm measurement, your waist measurement, your hip and your thigh measurement. And that's all you need. If you are a heavier person, when I first started, when I was really heavy, I'll be like, oh my God. Because I used to go to the gym like almost every day, twice a day, every day. Early in the morning, like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. Then I go after work like at 4 o'clock, okay? So, what was happening was I was losing weight and I didn't know I was losing weight. And the only way I knew is when I did my thigh measurement. Your calf, it will always stay the same. So, it's a waste of fucking time. But your thigh and your thighs and your arms, that was like the first thing that changed on me. So they actually got smaller with the measurement, and I'm talking about it would be like 2-3 inches. I'm like, God damn, like where? But I couldn't see any of it. I couldn't see nothing, and it was like, man. And then the scale wouldn't change. It was like still the same weight, but the weight was actually coming off like by inches, like the fat was coming off. So that's why I put that on there. It's really important. I don't know if my neck changed. I don't know what my face, everything. I think my face just got smaller. It just started to change. So that's something I put on there that's really important because when you're losing weight, that's just important. And making sure you get those health screenings. Like, seriously. I checked out the men's health screenings and really they don't even need a lot of them. And they were saying the testicular health screening that they do really does not tell them anything. It has no kind of bearing in anything. But for women at the age of 21, make sure you get your pap smear every year. Some things say 1 to 2 years, but I go every year. So I do everything every year. I don't go 1-2 years. And I think mainly because, too, I'm a black woman. So it's like sometimes they don't actually notice anything about us or changes in us or anything like that. So it's good to get your pap smear, your mammogram, all those tests that you need. Cholesterol, get those blood tests done, the sugar, diabetes, all this stuff. A well woman exam every year so they know what's going on. Okay, so the next one is still a physical self-care sheet, but on this one it's for the gym. And so again, it's just a plan. So I got on here like the gym, the name of the gym hours, the type of training you can do. Do y'all know that really on Medicaid they give you a free gym membership now too? In Illinois they do. So on Medicaid here we get a free gym membership. I think that is the dopest thing ever because Also, the YWCA and the YMCA. If you want like food stamps or whatever, if you want welfare, that's what they call it, welfare. If you want welfare, then you can also get a scholarship at the YMCA or the YWCA, and they'll do that. Also, Amazon does the same thing. If you have an EBT card, you put it into Amazon, you can pay like $5.99 a month for your membership as opposed to paying the $12 or whatever. So those are good things to look at. Next, I have gym class days and hours and the workout tracker, and it's on the same sheet. So I'm doing this because what I'm saying is it's like types of training. So you got your aerobic training, you have your strength training with weights, and you have your static training with like yoga and stuff like that. So if you choose which way you're gonna work out, especially like if it's light and gentle, like I remember it was one gym where you do 10 exercises in a circle or whatever, and that's like for heavier people. Like if you do 10 exercises in a circle, then you see what I'm saying, that's an aerobic, but then you want to stretch too, so that's a static. Maybe you want to lift weight, that's endurance. So it's like for me, now that I just know how to go to the gym, I just work out. But if you don't know those things, and you, or if you like on a specific plan, like when I was like down to like 180, like when I got to my smallest size, I had to be on a really strict plan. You know, like I had to be on a really strict diet, a really strict plan, so I can get back down, so I can get to my next weight or whatever. And that's what you have to do. You gotta like just create a plan and see if it work out for you. The workout tracker, you just color in like the days that you go to the gym. So you just color it in, and that's it. That's all you gotta do. And it's pretty if you pick pretty colors. If you pick pretty colors, your paper will turn out pretty. Pretty, I tell you. Okay, so on your plan now, you might want to print two or three of these, because again, they free. You know what I'm saying? But that's your body, your exercise, your reps, 1, 2, 3, and this is still your physical self-care. So, that's what I'm saying. So you pick like arms, abs, and back. And I do like, okay, so if I do arms, if I do upper body, I do like arms and chest. And then if I do abs, I do back. Remember, because your abs has a belt around it that goes to your back. So if you having back problems, work on your abs. If you having issues standing up, work on your abs, work on your back. You gotta work on both of them. You gotta do like some Supermans, whatever, you know. And then for your legs, you do your legs, you know, whatever. So that's what I'm saying. You can choose, and then you put that on here. Like, yo, this is for your weight training, okay? So for your weight training, you could choose machines, whatever. But I say put your body part on there, and then that's it. And then like down here, I'm thinking like just put full body and maybe do some yoga. But that's the whole thing too. Like that's part of your self-care. Now let's get to emotional care. So the emotional care, I really do believe in cognitive behavior therapy, and I always come from a point of a Black American issue. Okay, so I do think that Black Americans need therapy, and I'm so glad Taraji P. Henson is actually doing. She does something too as far as mental health goes, and so does Jamie Foxx's daughter, Corinne. Corinne does the same thing. That is some real stuff. So the CBT, and I'm creating a cognitive behavior book too for Black people, so it'll be out soon. And they mostly free, so it's not like if I charge, it's probably gonna be a quarter. But what I'm saying is like this is something where if you have that mental issue, because we do, I'm telling you that I had PTSD before I had PTSD because I was already angry as a Black woman. That's why I probably had that meltdown at the school, okay? So my actual thoughts were, and this is what it is. It's like your actual thought and your alternate thought, right? And it's not something where I'm saying like you got, because Black people like you punking the fuck out. You punking out. Don't punk out. You're not punking out. What you're doing is you preserving your brain, because if you start to create that in your brain as trauma, you get a black spot in your brain. Your life is shorter because of that. So that is why I am telling you, and Taraji P. Henson and Corinne Fox, so they are telling you this because it is so important for us to live a long, good life. And if somebody is already trying to oppress us and we got to push through that, these are things that will help our brain. It's not that it's helping anything else. Like, it's not you punking out. It's not you being a bitch. It's not you lowering your standards. It's nothing like that. It's really just telling you, this is now how I need to express myself. Because I'm not saying don't express yourself. I'm saying give yourself an alternate to express yourself. Because I grew up in a home where if I express myself, my ass would be beat, which most black people do too. Then you in a community, if you express yourself, your ass gonna get beat because you get swats at school. If you say something back, you gonna get popped in the lip, all this different stuff. And you really have a lot to say. Where does that anger go? We don't know how to express it. So when we get a chance to express it, it's usually in abuse. And that is what we're trying to stop. Cognitive behavior therapy changes what you're thinking and changes how you see it so that you don't have a quick temper, so that you have a easier way to express what is going on. The other thing is that you will also have triggers. Now let me tell y'all what some triggers is. Somebody walk up to you white and say, you a nigger. You understand? Not nigger. No, what they say, nigger. You nigger. You don't have to, even though you feel it, smack the shit out of them. You could, possibly. And that's still a good response. But if you've been smacking the shit out of white people for saying nigger a lot, you just want to maybe retrain yourself to do something else. And that's what you do. You have an alternate thought. What do I do for this reaction? Do I walk away? Do I do this? Do I do that? So that is what I'm saying. It's like, that's why I come from that perspective, because as a black person, we go through some extra shit that we don't even have to go through. And then as black women, we still go through extra shit, more shit than that. It's, you know what I'm saying? Because now it's physical. Now they want to touch our ass and smack our titties and all kind of shit. You're just like, nigga, I don't even fucking know you. So it's like, even if you in that situation, you a hoe. Do I beat the fuck out of you with a bat, or do I have an alternate thought? So that's what's happening. So it's like that emotional self-care. So cognitive behavior therapy is just you growing up. It's just you saying, okay, this is not worth it. Let me get the fuck on. Because it's really not. Some of the shit people do, it don't be worth it. When somebody ride past you, you riding up on them trying to let them go. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, because you'll end up killing yourself because of somebody else's fucked up anger. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, nah, let me go ahead and go with my life. Maybe I should stop, get their license plate, and call the police. Other than that, don't fuck with it. Okay? And I've been seeing some people do some good ass cognitive behavior therapy. I've seen one woman, the girl went down to the police station. She said, yeah, she called me a nigger. And she did this, that, and the other. And that's a good alternate thought, because she could have beat her ass. You see what I'm saying? So that's where the point we want to get to. And then it's actually, how did I feel about that? How did I feel when it happened? So you might end up being somebody's ass. And then it's like, well, why did I feel that way? You see what I'm saying? You might not even have any feelings about it. But you know why you felt it, because it was a trigger for you, right? And then what was my behavior? I beat their ass. So now it's like, okay, they say it. Now my feeling is like, fuck it, they ain't worth it. And then my behavior is I walk the fuck away. So that's exactly what it is. It's like, I'm sorry to come that way, but that's just how it be, y'all. That is how it be. So this is it right here. So this is what happens right here. So that's all it is. And you can print out more of these too for every behavior. And it works with kids too. It's called an ABC. ABC, that's all it is. It's the same thing for children. Spiritual self-care. Now, on this one is like a rating, a check rating. And that's where I'm kind of stopping on the worksheets with this one. But this one is just like a checklist. And if you can't print these out, you can just draw them out on a sheet of paper. But it's like, what it is like, you just, how do I feel about being loved? How much love do I give? Is that a 1? It's like a 1 through 10. So you just coloring from 1 to 10. How much joy do I give? How much peace? How much patience do I have in my life? How much kindness? How much goodness? How much faithfulness? How much gentleness? How much self-control? I also thought about honesty, but I didn't, and I left one blank open. So that part is up to you. So that's the spiritual self-care. Now the intellectual self-care, this is very important, especially if you have been going through trauma. So I put on here Khan Academy, but you can also do brain tests. If you go to the Black Unicorn site where you can download these, I put like this one site on there where it's like 8 brain tests you can do. So it's like, that's something that you want to keep doing, because anytime you've been through something like that, it affects your brain, and you have to actually rebuild your brain back up. And I think, you have to really think about this. Does this have anything to do with Alzheimer's? Does it have to do with other things like that? But it's like it'll shorten your life. So you need to do intellectual self-care. So that's like, again, brain games, playing games, trying to figure things out, synapses. Like I said, you want your synapses to be popping. So that's why you want to learn. And you want to learn things that maybe you never thought of learning before, because then that would expand what your mind has inside of itself. You see what I'm saying? So, like for me, I always go to Khan Academy because I want to do the math. And I'm not going to keep telling y'all to do what I do. But it's like whatever you good at, it's like word games, it's like things you got, like all the apps on the iPad. Sometimes I do still want to play Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat, play video games. All that stuff is like good for your brain, because it's a different way for you to think. Especially if you've been driving all day, or you've been cooking all day, or you've been cleaning. Sit down and just like play a brain game. And it's just like only for 5 minutes, Sudoku, do all that different stuff. It just helps it fire off. I got it. And I use my brain. I use my own brain. Okay, so now social self-care. I got a lot down here. Because we in COVID-19 and we on lockdown, right? So you got a Meetup, a Google Meet, a Zoom, a Google Hangout, a Skillshare, varsity tutors, online classes, and classes at the library. So varsity tutors and online classes at the library, classes at the library and online classes, that will actually help you kind of be social a little bit. It's like a social learning experience. Meetup has like painting things now. They have like different Zumba classes and all that different stuff you can do. Also, I've been noticing at my gym too, they'll have like a gym class, like a live gym class, different things like that. So even though we can't get out to be with people and stay in the house and all that different stuff, now you can create a situation for yourself where it's like just a social self-care. And those are things that you could do to just kind of feel close to people. I love video chat. Like, I'm like, why are you calling? Why do you not video chat with me? I have been waiting to have a friend to stay on video chat with me all fucking day. Like when he go cook and I'm just still on video chat. And I go cook, he's still on video. It's like, I ain't waiting for that friend. I just need that friend that's on video chat with me. I love video chat. It is like, why do we not do this all day? Like, what is wrong with people? So yeah, that's the one thing. So, it's like so many different classes and everything that you can do to be social. The next thing, sensory self-care. And I always think about dance with this. And, all this stuff. So touch. What can you touch? Like if you got a pet, I got the dog. I got my son. I be pulling his hair. He mean, y'all. But yeah, I be pulling his hair. But it's like, yeah, it's just like touch, hugs. We'll hug each other in the middle of the day. You want that stuff. Naki da da. Me and my sister never part. Naki da da. Me and my sister have a heart. I got a sister, y'all. Her name is Rachel. I got another sister named Rachel. Beautiful brown skin girl. Okay, next, sight. What do I see? Visually, I love it here because of the white walls. I like when the sun come in through the windows. I like the trees. I like this place. Like, oh my God, when I think about it, I calm down. I like this place visually. I love it. I am. It's so nice here. I'm sorry to say, this is a beautiful fucking place. I love it. So that's the whole thing too. You have to, that's it. You just have to think about, like, it's like, what do you like to see? And if you like to see stuff, then put it up. I know next time I probably get like a nice place. I want some big pictures. Even on the bus, I keep thinking about like how I want the wallpaper or how I want the floor to be. And those can still be big pictures, and even like putting something on the ceiling. So it's just like, those are the things I want, like big pictures, darling. Smell. Oh my God, I love vanilla. So like, coffee. I like pine trees and pine cones and all these different things. So it's like that's what you have to think about too. Like, what is it that will calm you down? Eucalyptus, lavender. It's just so many different things. What do you want to hear? I personally like DJ Khaled, I'm So Hood, period. It's just like that is my song and I am sticking to it. But it's like, yeah, what do you want to hear? Like, what is it that it is that you like to hear? My favorite play is called Firebird. Britney Spears kind of reminded me of that, but excuse me, I love Firebird. So it's like you have like all these different things that you can listen to. Miles Davis, I love him too. But it's like, yeah, you just have to figure out what it is that you like to hear. Taste. I say fix your flavor palette. I would go online, because sometimes like locally, you don't get all the things that you could probably get. I would actually just go to Amazon and pick something different. The best thing I have chosen to choose to buy for myself is this vanilla lavender sugar. Love it. And I put it on a pretzel. So if you get those like $3 pretzels, $2, it's like $2 at the store. Those pretzels, and I like dip that into the vanilla lavender sugar. Oh my God, it is so fucking good. It's like just raise your flavor profile. And that's all I'm saying. Just take it up a little notch. Take it up a notch. Take it up a notch. And I would think they got this hot honey, like this, you could dip that in some of the like hot honey. Oh my God, it is so good. Also, Amazon takes the EBT card too. So if Amazon gives you the EBT discount, they will also give you you can also pay with your EBT card, which is welfare. You can pay with your welfare, which is really good because for us, we don't have everything that we like is not here. So, also sense of space. So sense of space means dancing to me. So that's a sensory too. And remember, like in dance, like in modern dance, we do carving and lines and all this different stuff. And that's just something good to do with the kids too. But like hip hop, lyrical, freestyle, fusion, tap, jazz, ballet, whatever you want to practice, whatever you want to play around. But that is self-care. Like these are all things that help you with your self-care. Yeah. It's just a lot. I want to cry sometimes when I talk about this stuff, but make sure you take care of yourself. At the end of the day, make sure you take care of yourself. And the main thing is physical. Make your appointments. Get all those things done. Go to the gym. Emotional. Think about why you popping off and what you popping off for, and if it's worth popping off. And most of the time, it is not fucking not. You're not young anymore. And even if you're young, you still got shit to live for. Fuck these people. Let them be who they gonna be. Spiritual, make sure you meditate, practice all these different things. Intellectual self-care, make sure you practice working on your brain. Work on your brain. Work on your brain. Work on your brain. And stop looking at the police on the goddamn videos and stuff. Social self-care. Make sure you stand in touch with people. Make sure you get in touch with yourself and all these different things, and that's your sensory self-care. So that's it. You guys have a great day. The link is below. It's under blackunicarns.com. Anyways, yes, Shantae Brown Sugar Talk on the Black Unicorns, telling you, please take care of yourself. Auf Wiedersehen. Auf Wiedersehen.